Hey folks, and welcome back to the FPL Tips YouTube channel for yet another video. In this video, I'll be taking you through my Game Week 5 team selection and what my thoughts are going ahead of this current game week and the future game weeks also, and what my transfer plans are in the next few game weeks with wildcard also in my horizon. So let's get started directly. Firstly, to start with, let's take a look at how I did in Game Week 4. Game Week 4 was not such an exciting game week, which is like 71 points average. Mostly 40 of those 71 points was got by Erling Haaland, and I blanks from Jackson, Fernandez, Estupinian, Chilwell, Johnston, Guardiola not starting. Not a very ideal game week, but there are some promising takeaways to go ahead, and I feel quite confident with my team going ahead as well. It's just a blip in one game week, and ranks could be caught up easily quickly. So let's just go through it. Johnston home at Wolves looked like a game where a clean sheet was a possibility, and quite unlucky, I feel, because Crystal Palace did not concede too many big chances, and there were a couple of set piece goals which could have been avoided, and a clean sheet could have been there in Johnston's bag on a different day. Coming to Chilwell, I mean, another very disappointing outing from Chelsea. Really, I expected that from Chelsea because they are a team which is still getting used to the new system, to the new team under Pochettino. I think there are some promising sparks over there, but I think eventually they will get a little more consistent. That inconsistency will remain. But that being said, I think they should have scored a goal or two, and Chilwell is playing as left winger with the current fixtures coming up. I think he's too good, and I think being patient would be rewarded by points. The other defender here is Kabore, who didn't start the game against West Ham but came on for a one-pointer, and basically he's there in my team because Guardiola was benched for Man City and didn't come on as well. So I mean, the good part of it was that Man City didn't keep a clean sheet. If they did, I would have been much more. I would be kicking myself because Guardiola looked like a certain clean sheet for against Fulham at home. But I think there will be this odd benching, and I'm expecting him to start at least the next couple of games. But if there is any early team news, I'll saying that Guardiola will be benched against West Ham, and then I'm looking to move him on, and I'll come to that a little more in detail in my transfer plans. The third defender there is Estupinian, who again 94th minute goal from Wilson to lose his clean sheet. Uh, is not very ideal. But Brighton do look like a team which will concede every game, and and Estupinian is owned by a lot of people, and he is owned because of his attacking potential. So I didn't expect too much from him. I wouldn't have gained too many ranks from Estupinian clean sheet as well. But yeah, always a good thing to have, but little unfortunate that he didn't get the clean sheet in that game. Coming to the midfield, I was finally happy seeing Rashford in the score sheet and playing in the left. I think he looks much more lively. He's certainly a hold for the next 2-3 game weeks, and I'm looking forward to games like Brighton at home, Burnley away, which would suit Rashford, and he would be contributing a lot in that. And Saka, Bruno Fernandes in that same United Arsenal game were not very lively, were not too involved, but I mean they are easy holds as well with decent fixtures coming up. One thing I was thinking was Saka to Son, but I feel like Saka against Everton could be a couple of goals in a hole also, and it's a good fixture, and I can't remove Saka before that. And the first player I have in my team, Madison, who looked good, scored a goal, maybe should have gotten an assist as well. Looks great. Looks great. I'm happy to have him in my team, and he's very central to what Spurs are doing. Foden got an assist, which probably shouldn't have been. The offside goal, which should have been given, was clearly offside. But lucky to get an assist over there, and he was significantly less attacking than Haaland and Alvarez, but I felt like he got into promising positions which um, which Haaland and Alvarez were not getting into. So, only Haaland and Alvarez were getting into. So I think he's the third best attacker in that team. So I would be happy holding him ahead of these good fixtures. And in front, it was Haaland goes without saying, what a performance! Hat trick in the game week 4 and assists, 40 points. Yeah, I mean, you should have captained him ahead of Fulham at home, and yeah, and finally Jackson. I'm quite disappointed with Jackson. He should have he had a tap in almost and very big chance, and his XG is really getting very high, and he's not matched that with the number of goals he scored. He scored only one goal. That being said, Bournemouth are weak defense who have been conceding a lot of shots and from central, and I expect Jackson to come good in this game at least, and I would be happy if that happens. But so I'll be holding Jackson for this week as well. So coming to my team for game week 5, Turner will be on goal this time with Burnley at home. But there is a warning sign. Odysseus, the goalkeeper from the Greek goalkeeper, has been signed by Nottingham Forest before the deadline, and he is expected to take the number one spot sooner rather than later, and could be as early as this game week as well. So Turner is will probably become number two choice after that, and warning signs over there, but I will still be starting him and expecting him not to come on as a substitute. So and Burnley at home is a very good fixture to keep hold of him. With my defense, this is going to be my defense: Chilwell, Guardiola, and Estupinian. My bench is not as great. I don't have options like Botman or Udogi or Pinnock to bring on. So Estupinian will be starting this week, and I'm not too worried about starting him this week. I think he has attacking potential, and I expect the United Brighton game to be a little more open and Brighton to get a goal or two as well. And would be nice seeing Estupinian, who almost plays as a left forward again for his team, to get goals. And Estupinian and Chilwell are both players who play as almost as a left winger, left forward for their teams, and they can get attacking returns at any time. So I'm not worried about their attack, them, and I'm not worried that they don't keep enough clean sheets. Chilwell, on the other hand, again Bournemouth away, I think he has a potential to haul in this game, and he's on set pieces, he's playing as left winger. He there's promising signs. The only time I'll be worried about Chilwell is when he loses his spot, because he is not, like a lot of Chelsea forums discuss that he's not ideal for that left wing spot. But at this moment, I would like to see that first before being worried, and I'm confident that Chilwell will start. And this is a game where I can still expect an attacking return and maybe even a clean sheet. Guardiola is the third one who I am looking to sell if I get early team news that he is benched. Otherwise, he's going to be a solid hold. So the early team news for City is going to change a lot of things in this game week and also the coming two game weeks. And there will be team leaks which have been quite accurate so far over all these game weeks before. So with that, I think I'll be holding Guardiola for now. Midfield, there's a small surprise over here, but it's not certain. Rashford currently has my armband, and I've been contemplating between Rashford, Madison, and Haaland as my three captain choices this week. Could end up on anyone, but I feel like this is the week where you can go away from Haaland for the captain, and Rashford is a good enough shout for that. And I expect him to play as a left wing. I expect him to create a lot of space, try and play a high line, and United will probably score a couple of goals, and Rashford is expected to be involved if they do score a couple of goals. And I could see a whole haul over here as well with Rashford. I think the fixture is quite good from an attacking point of view. Saka will be staying Everton away. I think Saka's away performances, away XG is not great, but that being said, Everton are a terrible defense. Everton will be leaking chance after chance, and there's like there's all the chance for Saka to come away with an attacking return or two in this game, and Arsenal to score 3 or 4 goals. So I would like to keep Saka. Son was an option as I mentioned earlier, but the fixtures Arsenal away and Liverpool home, although I don't hate it from an attacking point of view, it's not you wouldn't get too many returns to justify the move from away from Saka to Son, because Saka also has Bournemouth away, who are also not a great defense in game week 7. So I will be holding Saka, and Bruno Fernandes is another player I will be holding, who also similar to Rashford has great fixtures with Brighton home, Burnley away, Crystal Palace home, and Brentford home in the next 4 game weeks. So not like he's still among the top 4 5 for expected goal involvements, non-pen. so far. So I mean, a blank against Arsenal doesn't mean he's anywhere close to being he's anywhere close to leaving my team. He will be staying in my team. Madison is someone I'm happy with. I think it's a great fixture for him again, and he is someone I'm also looking at giving a good thought for taking my armband this week. So Sheffield United at home is as good as it gets. So for Madison, I think that's what and I'm happy to have him in my team. Foden is another player similar to Guardiola. There could be an odd benching in City, and with it, if there is a team league, I might move Foden away as well. But other than that, if not, if we get news, if we don't get any news of if we get news that Foden starts, Foden stays, and I just like see wish if he plays in a more advanced role, because when he plays there, he's attacking, he has both goal and assist threat, and Man City will get a goal or two against West Ham, and after that there's Nottingham Forest and Wolves, which can be looked upon as well. And my front two will continue to be Haaland and Jackson. Haaland goes without saying, West Ham away. Just one point is I probably wouldn't be captaining this week, and I think this is the week where you can punt on other players who have good fixtures, probably better fixtures as well, because West Ham will be cagey, and there wouldn't be like too many big chances, and it won't be open at the back for Haaland to surely score, get a haul. I mean, he could still get a goal or two because he's Haaland, but yeah, that's where I stand with him. And Jackson is again. I expect Chelsea to score a couple of goals, bounce back in this game, and they don't have Europe as well after this. So I think Jackson will keep his place. Jackson will be trusted at least for the time being. There could be a possibility Broha comes eventually, but he's not featured in this season yet. So I expect Jackson to start this and also maybe get a goal or two finally, and that will be help with my bench where Johnston plays Aston Villa away, and I don't mind Johnston coming in for Turner as well, and not an ideal fixture Aston Villa away, but yeah, that it is what it is. And my other substitutes will be Archer, who had actually scored 12 points last week, and I'm happy to keeping him on my bench. Tottenham away is a fixture too much to ask for, so he'll be staying there for the meantime. Kabore and Baldock will be the other two players in my bench who I am who I will be having for this week. And that comes to my transfer plans. So, firstly, I think my first transfer plan will be Guardiola to Botman. If like I am planning to roll my transfer this week primarily. If this is only subject to early team leaks, if in case Guardiola is not starting, then I will be going to Botman. And the other news which I would want to make this move is also Botman's fitness. If he's orange flag, but there's not been any news. How in his press conference a couple of weeks back, I think when he was injured, did say that it was not too serious, and I think there is good enough reason to expect him to come back to the team. So I will be waiting for Newcastle press conference and also City team leaks before making this move. But if Guardiola starts, Guardiola stays. And my other transfer plan similarly is if Foden starts, Foden stays. But if at all Guardiola does start and Foden doesn't start, then I might look to move Foden away to Diaby. But that being said, I think Foden also has like excellent fixtures after this. At West Ham away, Nottingham Forest home, and Wolves away are great fixtures. And I would be happy. I would be wanting to hold Foden for these fixtures as well. And the other reason why I might want to move City away is we might get early team leaks for the Nottingham Forest at home fixture, where I think Julian Alvarez is a better option than Phil Foden and any other Man City attacker not named Haaland. So that is another thing to keep an eye on. That's why I am looking to remove a City player either this week or next week to have that space to get in Alvarez in game week 6. As I am looking to wildcard in either game week 8 or game week 9, most of my moves from now onwards will be short term. So I wouldn't advise you to make these moves unless you are also looking to wildcard in game week 8 or 9. If you want long term moves, I think there are certain more minutes assured picks around, and if you have Jackson, please hold him for this week, and same goes with Watkins as well. So yeah, So that's about it from my Game Week 5 team selection. And if you did like the video, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe. And also give us your thoughts in the comment section on what your transfer plans are and what you're planning to do ahead of Game Week 5 and then the subsequent game weeks following it. That's it from today's video, and we will be coming up with more content Game Week 5 preview soon, and also maybe the deadline stream as well. So hit the subscribe button and keep waiting for more content from the FPL Tips channel. Signing off, Akhilesh. Thank you. Bye.